Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this special session on Glioma MR Imaging 2.0, a European cost action. My name is Esther Warnert. I am the chair of this cost action, and we are very happy that the ESMRMB 2020 has allowed us to give this special session on GliMR. So approximately 50,000 cases of primary glioma, primary brain tumors, are diagnosed in Europe each year. Currently, there's no cure for this devastating disease, and there's actually a range of different types of glioma that can occur that have a very different or very varying overall survival rate. The schematic here below highlights that since 2016, the World Health Organization has updated their brain tumor classification to take in molecular parameters. But with this, the most devastating type of glioma, glioblastoma, has a very dismal prognosis of approximately 1 year, while low-grade gliomas can have a much better prognosis for up to 10 years. This means that accurate diagnosis and optimal patient monitoring are crucial for treatment management or for optimal treatment management of patients within the clinic. Well, I don't have to highlight that research into the pathophysiology of glioma is of course abundant, and what I'm highlighting on this slide is that there are several consortia, international consortia, that focus on the investigation of the molecular and physiological processes of brain tumors. However, what these international consortia had in common is that quite often MRI has limited representation in here. I also don't think I have to highlight to this audience that MRI, and in particular advanced MRI, has great potential to further the imaging diagnostics of glioma. But again, what we have seen here that the research landscape of advanced imaging is often scattered, in particular with a focus on glioma. And in these international consortia that do exist and that already focus on generating large data sets or imaging biomarkers, we also saw that glioma was not really represented there. This is why a couple of years ago we came together to really work on generating a network or bringing people together. That on the left hand side, as you can see, we have the group of people investigating the molecular and physiological processes of the pathophysiology, while on the right hand side we wanted to bring the best of the imaging world together into this one network called GliMR, or Glioma MRI 2.0. Moreover, what we wanted to achieve with this network is not only that we are connecting all the researchers, but that would also be a platform for connecting clinicians, industry, as well as patients organizations. And this is what we are working on currently. So the main objective of GliMR 2.0 is to build a lasting network that it aims at improving decision-making in glioma diagnosis, patient monitoring, and assessment of treatment response in clinical trials and clinical practice. And of course, this will come with the progression of the development and application of advanced MRI. The picture I'm showing you here on the right-hand side was our kickoff meeting in Brussels. So we have our official starting date on the 12th of September 2019, and note that our cost action has been funded for 4 years. We are an open network, so currently we have about 150 members from 27 countries, but we're of course counting and welcoming every new member who would like to join us. We have 5 working groups. They all work on their respective specialities within the field of glioma imaging, and these are the working groups that focus on advanced MRI biomarkers, data sharing and integration, current running and planned clinical trials, stakeholder relations, and an excellent working group on dissemination. So throughout these slides you will see that you can visit our website for more information. Of course, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and if you are interested, we also have a newsletter. So again, if you go to the website, you will find some information on how to register for the newsletter. This evening we've organized a great session with excellent speakers who are all 3 part of our cost action network. The first talk that is going to be streamed in just a minute is given by Dr. Francesca Spadea from the University of Catanzaro in Italy. She is going to talk to us about MRI for radiation therapy in glioma. She's followed by Dr. Camille Momet. Note that Camille is also one of the co-chairs of our working group on data sharing and integration, and she works at the University of Rennes in France. She's going to talk to us about collaboratively building large neuroimaging datasets for glioma research. Last but certainly not least, we have Dr. Bruno Costa, who works at the University of Minho in Portugal, and he's going to talk to us about the molecular and cellular hallmarks of brain tumors, prognostic and therapeutic insights. Now, if you have any questions, note that at the end of the stream of these 3 talks, we will have a panel discussion that is co-moderated by Dr. Patricia Figueiredo and myself. All your questions and your discussions we will be able to handle in those last 15 to 20 minutes of this session. Enjoy!